Right, I like to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakak Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. So this is the book of Ezekiel 21:1. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face towards Jerusalem, and drop thy word towards the holy places, and prophesied against the land of Israel. Right? So when we're prophesying, mostly we're speaking unto our people, giving our people a warning that the Lord is about to bring death and destruction. Right? And he's about to bring death and destruction to who? The whole world. Death is going to happen all over the world. Death is happening right now. But ultimately, when we're given a warning, we're giving a warning out unto our people, you so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and letting you know that the Lord is about to bring death and destruction. That's why the scripture says, Son of man, verse 2, Son of man, set thy face towards Jerusalem, and drop thy word toward the holy places, and prophesy against the land of Israel, and say to the land of Israel, Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, and will draw forth my sword out of his sheath. So the Lord is preparing that sword. The Lord is drawing that sword from that sheath. And when you draw your sword from the sheath, you're declaring what? Battle. You're declaring a fight. If you ever played the game Oblivion, right? And the Imperial City, and you went up to a guard and you pulled your sword out of the sheath, he's gonna tell you to put away your sword, and if you don't, he's gonna draw his sword. If you do it to anybody on that game, that's what they're gonna do. So when the Lord draws his sword, he's declaring war, right? And will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked. Seeing then that I will cut off from the righteous and the wicked, therefore shall my sword go forth out of his sheath, and against all flesh from the south to the north. So the Lord's sword is going to go everywhere, man. From the south to the north, the Lord is going to bring death and destruction, right? For you people that say the Lord just loves, the Lord is a man of balance. The Lord is a man of war. Matter of fact, let's grab that, man. I think that's, I haven't grabbed that in a minute, man. Let me see it from right here. Yeah, Exodus 15:3. Actually, I'm going to start at 1. Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto Yahweh, and spake, saying, I will sing unto Yahweh, for he have triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. Yahweh is my strength and song, and he has become my salvation. He is my power, and I will prepare him an habitation. My father's the most high or powers, and I will exalt him. Yahweh is a man of war. He's a man of war. Yahweh is his name. So there you go. The Lord is a man of war. So the Lord is a man of balance. The Lord loves his people, but he will also bring destruction. The Lord is a man of balance. Proverbs 11 and 1. Right? So let's go back to this Ezekiel, right? Ezekiel 21:1. And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face towards Jerusalem, and drop thy word towards the holy places, and prophesy against the land of Israel. And say to the land of Israel, Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, and I will draw forth my sword out of his sheath, and will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked. Seeing then that I will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked, therefore shall my sword go forth out of his sheath against all flesh from the south to the north, that all flesh may know that I am Yahweh, have drawn forth my sword, and out of his sheath it shall not return any more. Sign therefore, thou son of man, with the breaking of thy loins, and with bitterness, sign before their eyes. And it shall be, when they say unto thee, Wherefore sayest thou, that thou shalt answer for the tidings, because it cometh, and every heart shall melt, and all hands shall be feeble, and every spirit shall faint, and all knees shall be weak as water. Behold, it cometh, and shall be brought to pass, saith Yahweh power. Again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. So the Lord is saying that the sword is sharpened, and is ready to bring death and destruction. If you go into the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, it prophesied all of the things that shall come upon the earth. It tell you that friend shall fight against friend, that family is going to be against family for great tribulation. The Lord is preparing that sword, and the Lord is preparing to put you people through a lot of hell, man. That's why you got stores closing up, you got gas prices going back up, you got the cost of living is becoming ridiculous. You even got salons, the salons are closing up, which is causing these women to go hectic, man. Because these women don't see themselves without that so-called beauty that they have with the makeup and eyelashes and the big lips, right? So the Lord is about to bring a lot of hell upon the earth. So Ezekiel 21:8, again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesied and say, Thus saith Yahweh, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. So we can see that the Lord is a man about us according to the book of Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is going to bring death and destruction. Hey, that's why when you go into the book of Ezekiel 9:4, the scripture says, Set a mark upon the foreheads of the man that sign that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, but slay utterly old and young, male and female, right? Grandma, children, sisters, and all, man. The Lord is about to bring death and destruction. If you in this world committing wickedness and doing whatever the hell you want to do, the Lord is going to bring death to you, man. Plain and simple. So it says again, Ezekiel 21:9, Son of man, prophesied and say, Thus saith Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished, that it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Shall we then make mirth? It containeth the rod of my son as every tree. So the Lord is about to bring a sword, man. If you go into Ezekiel 33, he said, what? Give them a warning for me, and I shall bring down my sword. Let me get it. Ezekiel 33:1. It says again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak. Salakia, bro. Right, Salakia. So it says, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, because what did a watcher used to do? A watcher used to come for used to watch for people that was coming, that wanted to enter into the gates, Salakia, or if there was upcoming war. So they used to do what? They used to beat the drums or play the trumpet and warn the people of imminent danger, right? And that's what we're doing. We're warning Israel, our people, you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, of imminent danger. So it says again, Ezekiel 33:1, again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever, the whosoever is talking about Israel. See, whosoever, so this is also a cut on you Christians believing that whosoever is referring to everybody, but the whosoever is literally referring to Israel. So then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet, because guess what? Edom can't hear the sound of the trumpet. No other nation like Ishmael, Moab can hear the sound of the trumpet, because the warning is going out to the children of Israel and the land of Israel to give them warning of the sword coming, which is another nation or imminent danger, right? Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. So it says, and he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, because he taken not warning. He's not listening. And that's what's happening with a lot of you Israelites today, is you're not listening to brothers out there giving that warning. You're ignoring them, you're spitting on them, you're disrespecting them. But guess what? What did the scripture say? It says, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But so there you go, man. Ultimately, if you take heed of the warning that's coming, you're gonna be delivered, Lord willing. You know, if you keep in the if you keep in the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. But other than that, if you're doing the opposite and you not hear the warning, then guess what? You're gonna be caught up just like everybody else, and you're gonna be destroyed just like everybody else, Israelite or not. right? But I'm going to end it from there and say Barak Tegehawa, Barak Tegehawa Shah, Barak Tegehawa, Barak Tegehawa Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. I like to say Shalom.